Hi, it's Kelly, and if you cannot tell from my big smile, I got my results for my cancer counts, my cancer marker, and it's good. So when I had it taken about 21 days after my big chemo dose, they took the first cancer marker, and I gave that result in a previous video. It was 28. That's for my kappa light chains, and it's part of an immune cell. And you're supposed to have about 17, like I guess it goes from like 5 to 17 or something like that. So 28 was a little high, but considering when I had cancer, I was in the thousands. That was awesome. So I was hoping that the number would go down more, because if it's going down more, it means that my body is still getting rid of those extra kappa light chains, and my bone marrow is all better, and it's not making those extra kappa light chains anymore. The cancer cells in my bone marrow that were making those cells on their own for no good reason have been killed, and I've grown new bone marrow that's making the correct cells. So my new count is now down to 22.3. So like I said, normal goes up to 17, so I'm still not quite down to normal, but oh my gosh, I mean, that's perfect. I could not ask for better. I went down 6 more points, which means that's telling me that my body is not producing extra anymore, and it's just going about the natural process. When those cells die off, they're not getting replaced at the rate that they were before. So to me, this looks like I'm in remission, and I really am hoping and praying when I talk to my doctor on Monday that that is what he will say as well, that I'm in remission. So I'm super excited about my kappa light chain count being down to 22.3 from 28. And like I said before I went in, it was in the thousands. Before I was originally treated, I think it was 5,500 was the highest I've ever been. And that's like super high. They treat people when they're in the hundreds, you know? So, yeah, so I'm super excited about that. The other test was the bone marrow biopsy, and they had a sheet of results, but all it said was that how they went in and they took the biopsy. They didn't have anything about the results. So hopefully I'll hear about those results on Monday. Hopefully they're back, and my doctor will be able to talk to me about them on Monday. I am really hoping that he will not put me on any medication yet. I'm really hoping and praying. And I think even if he does put me on medication, I may ask him if I can postpone taking it. He's worked with me in the past, so I'm hoping that it'll be okay if I don't have to go on any sort of maintenance chemo yet. It's still so soon. The other thing that's been going on is I've been growing baby hairs. I don't know if you can see them in the light. They're not really dark or anything. I think they're more like the little hairs you grow on your skin that sort of help you feel. I don't know if you can see them, but there's a fair number of them, and it makes it so my head doesn't feel smooth anymore. So I'm deciding if I should shave them or just leave them there and see what happens next. So if anyone has any ideas about what to do, if anyone else has gone bald from chemo, let me know if you shaved your baby hairs or just left them there, and what do you suggest? And then lastly, I want to talk about what I posted on my community page yesterday. I don't know about how everyone else is feeling, but I am definitely feeling more concerned for people in the United States that may not have all of the advantages, or may not look white, or I don't know how to say it, but there's like so many people, whether it be they're not white or they're or they're gay or lesbian, or they're trans, or even poor people that are poor. I feel like a lot of people right now are at risk and in jeopardy. I've also felt like, even going into this year, I felt like there would be a lot more people leaving the planet than normal. Of course, given COVID-19, we haven't had normal levels of people leaving the planet for a while. But I've just been not having great feelings, feeling like there would be more disasters, and also I definitely feel like there's going to be, due to things changing and people maybe not being on top of things, people can slip through the cracks. And I just feel like people are going to need our support, as we're going to need each other's support as much as possible. And one thing I thought would be helpful, because everything is vibration, and I believe in the power of prayer, even just based on the prayer that has come in for me and how I have felt the effects of it. And so because of that, I've written a prayer and I put it on my community page. And I would really appreciate it if you would take some time and read through it and give me any feedback you would have about the prayer that would make it better. And what I want to do is, I want to, by Monday, I want to have the prayer finalized, and then I would like to put it out there for people to say, because I believe if we can have more people saying the same prayer, I believe that putting the same prayer out there multiplies the effect better than if people are praying similar prayers but not quite the same. So that's why I wanted to do this. And I thought if we could at least say that prayer once a day, and maybe even at the same time, we could make it so the effects of what's going to happen over these next few years, not as severe on those people who are the most vulnerable among us. So if you could please do that for me, please review the prayer. If you don't mind, you can start saying it now, even before we finalize it. Hopefully it won't change too much, but I really believe that collaboration creates the best results. And I already have one piece of feedback that I'm going to incorporate about who I address it to, because I think that was a very good piece of feedback. So I'm hoping to hear from some of you guys as well. And I'm hoping that you will join me in this prayer. I know you guys will, because you're awesome and I love you all so much. Thank you all for seeing me through this. I love you.